Hi everyone, it's Angela Palmer from Stamp with Angela, and I'm looking forward to going live with you today, both on my Stamp with Angela Facebook page and on YouTube too. So thanks for joining me, whether you're watching this live or whether you're watching the recording later on. If I haven't seen you already this year, Happy New Year. Hope you're having a good start to the year. And I'm looking forward to sharing crafting ideas, tips and inspiration with you, as well as the wonderful Stampin' Up products and things. So today I'm going to be sharing with you the Be Mine suite, which is featured in the Mini Catalogue. And this is lots of fun to use. There's lots of amazing products in this catalogue, and it's lovely and it looks cute. I don't know if that would have been one of the first things on my wish list, but last year in November we had the opportunity as demonstrators to do an online event, on stage one, because we've got a big one coming up in person in March. So this was online. And if you wanted to take part and make the projects they made, this was the suite that they shared, the Be Mine suite. So I thought it's always lots of fun if you actually use the products they're using. So I got it. It stamps, punches, paper and things. And I love it. So sometimes you see something you're not, necessarily going to buy it straight away, but then you see it and think, actually, I do like this. So I'm going to show you what features in the suite and things, and I'll make a card with you, and then I'll show you some other ideas as well too. So I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. All right, let me turn my camera around and have a look at my craft space, and we will get crafting. All right, here we go. So this is the Be Mine stamp set. It looks interesting because there's all these kind of weird shapes and things, but stamp them, two-step stamping, stamp them together, and you can make a bee with different facial expressions and things, backgrounds and stuff as well. And then we've got the punch here, which helps punch it out, which is awesome. If you're wondering where it is, so in the Mini Catalogue, it's right near the beginning. Whoops. If you have a look on page 8 and 9, you'll see inspiration, ideas. Here's the colours that feature in it. And the suite, here's the Stampin' Punch as a bundle. You can get the papers, the ribbon. There's also some pillow boxes and some embellishments. So I'm going to quickly show you the papers too. So one side is lots of bees, lots of colour. Whoops, I have done something wrong and switched my camera around when I put that book down. Let's go back. Here we go. Sorry about that. Be careful what I click on there. So these are the papers. So you can see the different colours. So the colours in this paper are Sweet Sorbet, Pretty Pink, Daffodil Delight, Lemon Lime Twist, Pool Party, and then black, of course. So these are the colours used on this side. So quite busy pictures and things, but they look very cool if you want bees with hearts or flowers or whatever. And then the other side is more designs, lots of reds or petal pink or some yellow, which gives a bit of interest to the creation. And today I'm actually going to use one of these patterns rather than that side, but it gives you lots of opportunity. The suite also includes the embellishments, which are these, which are cool. The ribbon, which I've left in the room next door. And then obviously the pillow boxes, which I still need to have a play with. All right, so let me show you today's card. This is it here. See, I've got a dimensional hiding under there. All right, so this is it here. I'll do a little bit of a, what do you call it? Zoom in. So I've done this one in petal pink for the background, but I'm going to try it in Pool Party just to be a little bit different with my red background, which is the paper. And then these dies here, I have used dies that have been around for a while, the scalloped contour dies, which are very cool. So I've just used this one here. It will come out. So I'll get a few others as well, which is that shape there. So you could use, you could just cut it. You could use deckled shapes. If you don't have dies, you could cut it and put a little border around it, which would look nice too. So there's all sorts of possibilities on how you do it. But what I'm going to do first is show you some options with the bee. Now, if you have a look at the catalogue, you'll see that some of the bees are facing this way with 2 wings either side. And then some bees are on their side, and then they've just got 1 set of wings above. So you've got different options, and you've also got different expressions on the bee's face, smiley or winking or whatever. So there's all sorts of possibilities, a bit of kind of, it's called a bee builder punch because you can build it and put it together how you want. And one other difference too, so this one here has been stamped on Daffodil Delight cardstock, or just with the black, or you could stamp in the yellow and then cut it out. So there's different possibilities for that too. So let me show you both of those options. So the stamps, we've got, that's my black stripes, and then the actual bee is this here. So let me stamp. So you can see I've got my glass matte studio, the glass matte behind. So I'm going to stamp one of these. Now it's quite a solid stamp, so I'm going to make sure I hold it down nice. All right. And then we're going to use some black with the stripes, which I've got here. Now the challenge is lining it up. And I'm trying to look over a camera as well. So let's hope. About there, I hope. Again, hold it down to let that black. Oh, that's pretty good. Or I can just do the black straight onto some yellow cardstock, like so. So you want a narrower piece, and I'll show you why, because you've got other things here. If you were to stamp on the bottom and punch it out, you'd be punching those things too. So you waste less, except I've got to turn it around that way, I've just discovered, because it goes like that. So we're going to line it up and let it grip, then punch it out. Okay, and same on this side, flip it round, line it up, and just trying to line it up, get it nice and there we go. So that's kind of the bee part. So you can see the difference. So this one is stamped in yellow, this one is the cardstock. So either will work depending on what you've got. Then you need to decide, is my bee going to be up like this or like that? I'll show you what I mean when I've done my wings. So for this card, I've got a scrap piece of Petal Pink, but I'm going to use Pool Party. Now let me think about this. So when it looks like a heart. Here's a heart if you need it. So I need to have it facing like that when I punch them out. So I'm going to grab my little mat as well and put my Pool Party ink in here. And I kind of said that angle, didn't I? Let's see if I can get it right. And I need to be low enough too. All right, let's see if that works. Let's do this one first in case we go over the other one. So let it grip, line it up, punch, line it up, punch. Okay. The other things that we need is we need to stamp eyes, but we also need little antennas as well. So that is, would you believe, the other little heart. So it's actually going to go sort of like that. So let's do it up there facing that way. So I will do 2 just because I'll make them both up so you can kind of see the difference. Probably should get more wings too. Now that one is going to cut into other bits, but that's okay. Probably about there. And we'll go back and do this one. And I'll show you what I mean about the different ways it faces as well. Okay, so let me just do one more wing so I can show you another example. We'll do 2 different bees. Okay, we've got all those bits ready. Challenge is not to lose them. Okay, let me close that up. We will use it again, but just to get it out of the way for the moment. Okay, so with my face, for this one, I want it this way. That one is kind of winking. This one, I'm going to do a smiley face. So ink them up, and I'm going to use this one, which is stamped on. So like that. Isn't that cute? And then this one, I'll do one on the side so you can see the difference. Same face, but there we go. All right, so then I'm going to get some glue and put them together. Grab a glue that works. So for the one for the card, I am going to put, you might just put it on the wings. You could use glue, you could use a glue dot, whatever you like. One on each side. So I would tend to put your bee together, then we'll do the rest of the card. So like that. Whereas this bee is going to have his wings like that. So can you see how you can have bees in different directions and things? Maybe back a bit, I don't know. Like that. So we can be, then we need to add our little antennae on. Try and pick it up. So that one's going to go like, whoops. So I'm going to see it enough. And this one, oh, you've got to leave room for that too. We'll go up here somewhere, like that. So can you see my two bees and the differences? So this one on the left has been stamped in the yellow, and it's got wings on either side. This one has been stamped on cardstock, and it's flying sideways. It just got one set of wings at the top. So we'll put those aside. And so you know as well, if you need a punch with hearts in it, you have got hearts in here. This is what cuts out the antenna and the wings, but it also gives you some hearts. Isn't that cool? And you can have, if you're wanting to make a Valentine's Day card, you can make it Valentine's or Be Mine or I love you no matter what, that kind of thing. So there's other love you. Or you could just make it like I have, thank you, happy birthday card, using sentiments from something else. Okay, so let's do this background part. Now, can you see here one of the stamps is kind of the, what do you call it? The trail, I guess. So I have pre-cut my scallop piece ready. And I'm going to do that first. So I'm going to use this one here. So I'm just going to put them there to sort of judge where I want them and then what I'm going to stamp around. And then we're going to use this one here. And I'll keep with my pool party colour. And just sort of put it, move them slightly, kind of around there. Oops, I went a little bit thick, but there we go. The other thing I'm going to do now is my sentiment. I do like thank you cards because I like sending them to my customers and things. So let's do that. Lovely. I'm just trying to think what set that was from. I think that was the Go-To Greetings sentiment. All right, and then we can stamp other things around. So you can decide if you want hearts or not. We might just move it. I'm just going to leave them there so I can kind of gauge where I want to put things. So let's, while we've got pool party out, go with, we'll do one up here, even if he's slightly behind it. So let's do one a bit lower down. Maybe one over here. Okay. So that's the flower. You've got a cluster of hearts or a single heart. Let's go for some sweet sorbet and some of the more solid ones. Now I do need to be a little bit careful with around the edge. That looks good. Maybe one over here. I'm going to move that away so I don't get it on. And just maybe, let's figure out where, maybe up the top. Beautiful, kind of a trail of hearts. Okay, we happy with that? Yeah, if you wanted to, you could put the little 3 hearts. I've got another card that's got that on too, but just to give you an idea. Right, let's close that up. So putting the card together is quite straightforward. You may want to put something on inside the card as well. So we'll do that. We'll stamp our B this time. We're not going to punch it out. We're just going to stamp it so you can see how we do that. So we'll do one with just, now the card goes that way. Let's get it right. So we'll do it like this time. Push in the middle of the center. Oops, we've got a slight one. I was kind of doing it one hand, I didn't push down. So what we'll do is we'll try it again, and if it doesn't work, we will turn it. Oh, there we go. Nice bright yellow. We need our 3 stripes. We're going to have it going. So you could choose whether you want it going that way or that way. You know, you can got a bit of flexibility there. There we are. We will do, now this time we're going to just stamp straight on our little antenna and our face. Just to keep it simple, I'm just going to use the same one that we used before. Isn't that cute? Now our wings will stamp on as well, so I do need to open this up. Just like that. Okay, so that's for the inside. So you can make a card without any punching and just stamp it on as well, which is quite cool. All right. Just making sure that you're still seeing me. Yep. Well, not me, what I'm making, as it were. Okay, so let's put our card together. So this time, like I said, I've got a pool party base, and I've got some of this paper. So it's this on the side, this here, and it's like that sort of trail thing. So let me, I'm actually going to move over and sit down as I put this together because my back's getting a bit sore. I tend to stand when I craft a lot, but the height of the tables are not great for standing. So let's sit and make it. Okay, so that's there. So we're going to put this here with some dimensionals. Now I'm getting to the end of my dimensionals here. So we're kind of making use of what's left around the edges. And I do tend to, that one's a bit funny, like putting one in the middle to stop it sort of sagging. Oh, now my daughter was making some card kits this morning, so I've given her my take your pick tool that's in the other room. So I will just take these off this way. Like so. Okay, now line it up. Might just stand up for placement here. Try and get it nice and straight. Could go slightly more to the right. Just sort of put it down. Don't press it until you're kind of happy with it. And then push them down firmly when you're happy where it goes. Is that okay? That will do. Okay, so our B, not that one, we want this one, is going to sit there. So we're going to use a couple of dimensionals on that too. See the hearts? They look like hearts. So we'll put a dimensional kind of on each side. And maybe just a little bit at the bottom, and whoops, sorry, and a little bit up there too. Back to the old-fashioned way of using my hands rather than my Epic tool. Line it up and put it on like so. Now I didn't on that card, but what we could do is we could add a little bit of these, because at the time I couldn't find them. So maybe we could add a bit of yellow. Right, so instead of have you take your pick tool, I'm going to use my scissors to get them up. So let's add a yellow heart. If I can get it off, and maybe a yellow flower. There we go. Kind of feel that we're sort of lacking something there. So we'll put 3 of these on somewhere. So I am changing it up a little bit. Maybe down there. And what we'll do is we'll put a little yellow heart up the top. Kind of need to bend it to get under it. There we go. Oops, we've got a double. There we go. We'll put one up there. then that's kind of filled in the gaps that I have. So slightly different in a blue background. All right, then we just need to adhere this inside, just like that. So I hope you've learned some tips and things today when using the Be My suite, particularly the stamp set is called Be My Valentine, but obviously it can be used for other things as well as Valentine. And then you've got the Be Builder Punch, which goes with that. So there we are. Now I've got my squeaky chair behind me. Great. All right, so there's the 2 cards. Move my cloth out of the way. There's my other bee. So let me do a bit of a close up there of this card. And that's another way of doing the bee as well. So which do you like? Do you like the pool party background or the petal pink? Do you like it with the extra embellishments too? Love to hear what you think. And I will show you some other cards that I've made using it as well. Now I'm just trying to figure out how I can see comments. Getting a bit new to this. And I'm struggling to find live chat. Oh, look, I find it. Excellent. So, oh, great to see some of you here. Helen, hi. Yes, the bees are cute. And Renata, you love the set. Pool party. Linda likes pool party. Excellent. Oh, it's good that I can now figure out where the chat is. Like I said, I'm using something different. It's great I can switch between the 2 cameras, but start something new, you've always got to learn how it works. Okay, so here's a couple of other cards. So like I said, we did this as part of On Stage. So this was a card we made. So we stamped the background in this one. Originally it was white, but I kind of like a bit more yellow, so I stamped it on yellow and added that. And with a bit of paper in the background, so that's quite nice. And that's been layered up with dimensionals there. This one here is lots of paper in the background. So again, it's not the B side, but the pattern side. So 2 different, and then a strip in the middle. We've got that dotted liney thing in the background as well. And we've got some embellishments on this, and then we've done our B there too. So let me just kind of hold that up. So that's quite a cool way of doing things. Now, some of you may have seen I posted that it was my husband and my 25th wedding anniversary on Tuesday. So I thought I'd make this card because I love this. It says, "You'll always be the one for me." So a fun card this year for him using this set. And he will always be the one for me. So isn't this a sweet card as well? So this one actually involves just stamping. This was me trying it out, and I decided to just stamp the bee as opposed to use the punch. So that's a bit different. And I've used the petal pink in the background. If you're on my mailing list, you would have seen a tutorial for this at the beginning of the month. So if you're on my mailing list, I send out exclusive tutorials and things. So it's got all the measurements and how to make it and things. So this bee is one with the wings either side and some of the paper down there too. So if you haven't signed up to my mailing list, make sure you check out the description above. I've got a link, and you will be sent a tutorial when you sign up for my trifold card, and then lots of other information as well. And you'll get the tutorial for this card because it was at the beginning of the month. You'll get that newsletter as well. So don't you love this bee set? Have you got any questions about it? Here's the card that we made today. Yeah, so lovely, sweet, nice colours. Here's all the things you can get. I haven't included the ribbon this time. I'm going to have a play with the box and share something with that with you soon too. Yes, so I printed off, but I've left it at my printer. We've got a product spotlight this month, which features the boxes, and it also features the new brayer, which is this. So if you purchase one of those 2 products, then you can receive a tutorial with 3 examples using those products and things. So I'll be sharing about that in my blog and newsletter next week, so be on the lookout for that too. Lots happening at the moment. So the other thing is celebration. Do you know what celebration is? So here is celebration. This is the celebration brochure. I'll make sure I don't click something by mistake. So basically, whatever you purchase, if you choose to purchase from the Mini Catalogue or the main catalogue, if you spend $110 or more when you're shopping, you can receive some free products. So you can benefit with shopping, hosting, or joining. So these are some of the products that are available if you shop. So there's a watermelon stamp set. There's some paper here, sunny days, clouds, flowers. This beautiful paper stamp set if you need some ideas for baby cards and things. More paper, quite different papers, so you can see what suits your style and things. What else? Stamp set with some great sentiments for mother, dad, Easter, enjoy your day, hello. And they fit nicely, or this one in particular does, with the hexagon punch. And some tool papers as well. Stamps, if you like cute animals, so they're all level 1. Spend $110 and get one of those. Or if you spend a little bit more, $220, you can choose also the dies that go with that stamp set, do all that fussy cutting for you. There is a stamp set with an embossing folder combination, which you can earn for spending $220 or more. And there's another more detailed stamp set as well that's for the higher value. So you can choose what you want. The sweet spot is if you've got a bigger order and you spend $330, you'll get either one level 1 and one level 2 or 3 level 1s. You'll get stamping rewards, which is awesome. Now, if you've been wondering about joining up to become a demonstrator, anytime is a good time. You can join for $189 for your starter kit, choose up to $285 worth of value. But if you sign up during celebration, you can get this glass plate, the chamois, and this silicon mat as well for free as part of your starter kit, as well as choosing the other products that you would like. So it's an amazing deal. Or the other option is you can add extra value to your kit. But I think having one of these is amazing. Now, people have asked, is it going to be for sale? We're hoping so. It wouldn't be until at least March after celebration. Its value is $126. So if you were to buy it, that's how much it would cost for the 3 things. And that's if they've got stock available. We were able to pre-order as a demonstrator beforehand, which is one of the perks of being a demonstrator, getting things early. But you might want to join. You might want to join for yourself, get together with friends, get a few orders, or do it like a business like me. It's up to you how you want to do it. You can make it suit you, and I'd love you to join my team, whether you're local or all over New Zealand. I've got people everywhere. And the other way is a hosting. You can have a gathering, get people together and get rewards and things. Or basically it could be a large order, get friends. If you don't want to have an event, get an order of $575 or more, and then you get $57.50 extra in stamping rewards. So you use your stamping rewards and wait, there's more. So there you go. So if you don't have a copy of Celebration or the Mini Catalogue and you would like one, feel free to reach out to me. All right, now that I've got this new system, you can come back to me at the end, which is very cool. So let me switch my cameras. Here I am. Great. So thank you for joining me today. I appreciate you being here, whether you've watched this live or whether you're watching the recording later. Thank you for your comments, and I'll look back and see other comments and things later too. So it looks like Pool Party was the popular one for the card base. I always like my blues, so that's quite nice. So good choice. But you can make it suit whatever you like. I tend to, use some of the colors that are in the paper, particularly when I'm starting something new, just to give me ideas, and then you can go off and try other colors as well. So if you're ever needing ideas of like what colors shall I use together, look at Designer Series papers and see what colors they use. These are experts that have come up with this, and then you can try them in your cards, even if you don't use that paper, but you're using the color combination to make a card. There's a little tip for you today. All right, so thank you for those that have joined today. Helen, Renata, Linda, Sharon, anyone else that's watching later and things, thank you so much. Do reach out to me if you've got any questions. Like I say, if you'd like a copy of the catalogue, there's a link above too that you can ask for that. I'll send it out to you. So remember, each Thursday at 1:30 p.m. I will be sharing some ideas, some projects, some ideas with you. So do tune in live or later. If you've got any questions or ideas, let me know, because I might be able to answer those questions or share something new, helping you with what you need to know on things. All right, so thanks so much, and I look forward to seeing you again. Bye. Enjoy your afternoon.